Hey friends, it's Becca with Beautiful Mess Plans. I am here to plan the final week of March, and I am not using Cocoa Daisy. And it has been a hot minute since you guys have seen me not use Cocoa Daisy, but I just didn't want to use the Western theme for Easter week. I mean, that's pretty much as like laid out as I can get here. I just didn't want to use it for the week. So I'm going to use this sticker sheet, which is called Bunny. It's from my shop. I don't currently, it is not actually available on transparent. It's only available on white matte. I printed on transparent. Eventually I will be making that option available for all of my deco sheets, white or transparent. Right now there's only some that are a transparent option, but all of them are matte, white matte option. I hope that made sense. I don't feel like it did, but anyway, that is what this sheet is. It's called Bunny. It's in my shop, and it feels like the right thing to do for Easter week instead of the Western theme. I pulled these two washies. Both of them are Cocoa Daisy from last year. I do not remember what months, but it was about as close as I could get. So we're going to go with it. I also have these couple sheets that don't match great, but this is from, I have no idea. This was also Cocoa Daisy. I think it was like May of last year, maybe. So if I need any boxes, I don't have a ton going on next week, so I'm hoping that I won't. I might try to pull in the greens, I think. We're winging it. It's been a long time since I've done something like one like this, where I didn't use Cocoa Daisy. Oh, and I'm also going to just use a gray zig dot marker for all of my dotting needs. But it's been a while since I haven't used Cocoa Daisy for everything. So being a little creative, trying to use, you know, what I have, obviously. And yeah, so we will jump right into it. I am not so sad about being done in my planner with the Western theme. I will use up as much as I can in my journal for the next week. It's currently Friday, so it's like what, week and a couple days. I will use as much as humanly possible, but you know, we'll see. So we're gonna just use this for all of it, because that seems easiest. And we will go day by day. It is not Repath week, so Monday has nothing except for our grocery run and just standard working. This has a, I cannot get that. It's fine. It's cool. I didn't get out all of these. So this current week that we are in has been good. Today is Friday. So my husband and my son are going to be leaving today for a overnight in the Omaha Zoo for Scouts, and my son is so excited. My husband has to go pick him up early, and it's just the two of them, so it'll be girls' night around here, and my girls are excited because, you know, we're gonna do pizza, and I'll let them choose what we're gonna watch. And yeah, and then the boys will be back tomorrow, kind of midday-ish. So because it's just an overnight, they're doing like a night hike and a whole presentation. They get to see animals, all that, and then they do a morning hike, and then I think that's it. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll find out. But my son is super excited. Melts and Math Wings. My son is like super excited to go and do this with my husband. And the husband's a little bit more nervous. This is like the first time he's even picked my son up from school early. Like, just doesn't do it. And I told him, I said, I'm not gonna pack you guys. I'm not going. I'm not gonna pack. So I mean, in all fairness, I did grab some stuff for my son because my husband's working today, and oops, too far. My husband's working today, and So I'm helping him out. I did grab some stuff for my son, but I'm like, I'm not doing anything else. I'll put it on the bed and you got it from there, because I'm not going and you're capable. So he's coming home a little early to work from home the rest of the day, for most of the day, and then finish packing. And then, oh, I didn't mark the scouts. And then my husband's gonna pick him up early from school, and then they're gonna head off to do their scout things, whatever that may be. I don't know. We'll find out. My son's excited, so that's what counts. Okay, they do have a scout meeting on Tuesday, so I marked that. We have mallets, gymnastics, open library, and I have to pick up our honey baked ham on Thursday as well. So I need to mark that in the mix. So, yeah, it has been a long week. So we're back from spring break officially. So they did not go on Monday, but then they went the rest of this week. So it's kind of getting back into it, picture day, really jump right in. Open library, mallets, math wings, this scout overnight. I'm tired, but that's okay. They've had a good week. They're happy to be back. There's nothing, actually, it's Good Friday on, my thing is coming off. It's Good Friday on Friday, which means my husband is off, so I can mark that as well. My kids are not, but my husband is, which means I may not work on that Friday. So I may need to film on this day because he'll be home and my youngest will be home, but it's kind of nice not to have to work when, he's off at least. Their company gives them Good Friday off. So, I need tweezers. I mean, I don't need tweezers. I would like to use tweezers. So let's put this here, and then we'll also mark Easter over here because Easter is obviously on that day. So let's mark my husband being off somewhere. Here they are. But this week overall is actually a super quiet week. There's not a lot going on. The kids have school. My husband doesn't work on Friday. It's Easter, We'll do the, we'll dye Easter eggs on Saturday. And we don't, Easter is one of those things where we stay home and we do our own family tradition stuff. I actually ordered a honey baked ham, so I need to pick it up on Thursday. I figure we'll pick it up after gymnastics because that's the easiest time. Nothing else to mark on Friday. I do need to, okay, so I accidentally put it here for some reason. I pulled it off with undo and then it just did not want to stick back down. And then just Easter here. So yeah, it's a pretty quiet week. There's not a ton going on overall. I will have a ton of orders to work on this week. That is crooked. A ton of orders to work on, and yeah, it's not that it's just, I don't know, it's just a week. It's a quiet week, which is kind of nice. I'll take it. Easter, and then the church services are at a different time. So they're at 8 or 9:30, and honestly, we have not discussed. Most likely it'll be at 9:30. We'll just put it down, and it doesn't have to be exact. It'll be fine. I'll just put it where I normally put it, and we'll figure it out. this I will need. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to a quieter week. It's been a funky weather week as well. It's just been a funky week. So we have, I've talked about this before. We walk to school, and we used to have a morning crossing guard, but she wasn't able to do it in the mornings anymore. And she told the company, she's only able to do it in the afternoons. That's fine. She informed them. So we had another guy for a while that was out crossing, and he was friendly. I talked to him every day, little, how's the weather kind of conversations, nothing, whatever. Seemed nice enough. And then the week before spring break, he just stopped showing up. And so it kind of seems like, so that week the teachers were coming out because it's like the big road. And we have a neighborhood behind us that likes to cut through our neighborhood, and they speed like nobody's business. And so they were out there directing traffic and making sure no kids got hit. And whenever we would cross, I would wait at the corner if I saw any kids coming so that as many kids as possible was crossing with us and they weren't crossing by themselves. I mean, the parents were fine. It's all the people that were just passing through that was the issue. And then this last week, we had a police officer a couple days, and then we'd have nobody. And there was a couple days nobody came at all. It was at least one day that a teacher was able to come out. But it's like the teachers, this isn't their job to come out and direct traffic. So yesterday, they were asking all the walking parents, like, hey, can you call the city and tell them, like, complain? They're like, we've been trying to call the city, or we have called the city to complain that we don't have a crossing guard, and they haven't done anything. So they were asking parents to go and call the city to complain because their complaints from the school was falling on deaf ears, and it was just dangerous. This morning, we had a police officer out. So hopefully they can get this crossing guard situation figured out and get someone out there regularly, because it's just not safe. It's not safe for these kids. And the teachers shouldn't be doing this, that's not part of their job description. So they're willing to keep the kids safe, but it's just like, yeah. So that's been fun. This last couple weeks, we were kind of hoping that they would get it sorted out, because he didn't show up right before spring break. So we're kind of hoping that they'd sort it out over spring break and figure it out. But okay, now the question is, do I want to put this down at all? Because it feels really bright in comparison. I feel like we're going to skip this. Okay, I am going to, I think, draw my line, my to-do line, and then we'll decorate. So, yeah. I mean, I haven't started decorating, so anything could happen at this point, but I feel like this is coming together fairly quickly and fairly well, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I do want to use her, I think, right over here. I probably won't use everything on the sheet because there's quite a bit, but I did want to use some of this stuff. Okay, wait a minute. Let's make sure she's not going to run into... we could do this kind of up here. Let's do that, because normally I don't have anything like that early anyway. However, I'm so bad at sticking down banners like this, because I always want it to be like connected from one end to the other, but I feel like I never do it well. Oh, I guess that's going over the mallets. That's fine. but then I always feel like there needs to be something in the middle, but then that looks weird. So do I like that? I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that. Oh, it didn't quite play out in my head the way I wanted it to. I think like I like the idea of banners more than I like the actual like success that I have of getting them down. So I'm not going to use that one. By the way, what I just used is called Undo. It removes stickers. It is terrifying because you get your page all wet, but that'll dry. The sticker will lose its stickiness. I got it off of Amazon to my knowledge, and I think I've mentioned this before. You can't get it. They won't ship it to California. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. We're gonna abort that plan. And we'll still probably put something here. What do we want to put here? We could put this little guy is pretty cute. I think the key is not overthinking, as I tend to do. Let's put the little gnome bunny down here. Here, this section. I could have used the white, but I really wanted to, there's dual purpose here. I wanted to see, one, what this looks like. Actually, if I move this down, if I can get this up, I can move it down and put this sticker on top. I wanted to see what it looks like if I do it transparent. So that's why. And we're going to put this kind of right there. That was not centered, but that's fine. I, for some reason, am never confident in my decorating skills. I feel like we should put something here. We could do like this little, I don't know. I feel like the people that I've seen that have purchased a lot of these stickers that post pictures are so much better than I am at decorating. Makes me, I love these bunny stickers, makes me a little envious of a lot of y'all's, you know, like you just do it and it looks so good. I think I might leave it at that. I thought about these bunnies, but they're kind of connected, and I could kind of put them up here. Let's just put them right there. And I don't have any Eastery quotes. I mean, technically I do have an Easter quote sheet, but they're bigger quotes, and I don't have enough room for a bigger quote. Because sometimes when we have days off, or like I'm not doing the traditional stuff, I like to have a place to like memory keep, like what we did during spring break when my kids were gone. Like I wrote down what my husband and I did, and then these 2 days I worked, so I didn't do that as much. It's not necessarily even about filling it in. It's just sometimes I'm like, what do we do? So anyway, I like to do that. I think I'm gonna leave it. I think I like it as it is. Yeah? What do we think? Feels more Eastery, definitely more Eastery than it would have been if I'd used the Western theme. So I'm gonna go with it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.